So we had a couple of young business owners come to us who were looking to grow their business, and they were hamstrung because they didn't have the capital they needed to build their own space to move into. The space that they were in, they were bursting at the seams. They didn't have enough, just enough room to physically do what they needed to do there, and they were leasing it. This was happening about in 2008 or so, so the financial downturn was really impacting their ability to access credit. We were actually referred to them because they had a very profitable business, and their CPA was having trouble finding tax deductions for them. Met with them initially. Through the kind of the getting to know them process, what we discovered was their biggest bottleneck in their business was having a space that would allow them to fully utilize their business. So it was pretty apparent right off the bat, a retirement plan was not what they needed at that point. The problem, if we set a retirement plan up, it would have solved their tax issue. However, it would have pulled all the capital out of their business. It would have reduced their income. The capital that it pulled out of their business and went into the retirement plan can't be attached to or used as collateral for loans. And in 2008, you needed all the collateral you could get if you wanted to go develop a piece of land and put a commercial building on it. So the end result is they needed to recruit some folks. What we did is we actually went in and set up a simple IRA for them. We referred them back to their accountant, who was able to do some things with some different ways to accelerate the depreciation. So we partially solved their tax problem, and we're able to escrow a lot of cash in 2008 and 2009 and 2010. Well, by 2010, between their profits over the last 3 years and the cash that they had accumulated, partially by not funding a large retirement plan, they were able to buy the piece of land that they wanted to buy, build a building on it, and currently they're moving into it. That's going to allow their business to be much more profitable going forward. What's interesting about this, what's also coinciding with this, is all the accelerated depreciation they've taken over the last couple of years is starting to disappear. Well, but they're in their building. Their financing is locked in for the next 5 to 10 years on balloon notes. They have the ability to expand their business without having to come up with extra funds anytime in the near future. They're running out of tax deductions. Guess what? They need to set up a retirement plan, but this is the perfect time to do so. They're going to have rising profits. Their costs are fairly fixed going forward, and they're going to have the cash flow to fund it. At the same time, we don't have this intense capital need that we had a couple of years ago to get into the building. Sometimes the best way you help a client is by postponing something or postponing the retirement plan. The reason is a retirement plan as a tool, if you use it correctly, it can be one of the most beneficial things you do for your business. If you use it incorrectly, it can be one of the largest problems that you encounter. It will take all the retained earnings out. It'll reduce your ability to access leverage. So much of what you do with a retirement plan depends on the business cycle and where you're in it.